Good news to Manchester United fans as their new manager Ruben Amorim is set to have his first training with these new players on Monday, that is tomorrow, the 18th of November. This is after news that the issues that was affecting his visas and work permit has been resolved, and that means that Ruben Amorim can now officially start his work as a Manchester United manager. He arrived at Old Trafford last week on Monday, but has not been able to conduct his first training session with the players because of issues involving the work permit and visas. But yesterday we learned that those have been resolved. Ruben Amorim have gotten his visa and his work permit, and now he can conduct his first, can now start officially as a Manchester United manager, and with the news that he will be conducting his first training session tomorrow at the Carrington training base for Manchester United. A bit of good news, because that means he will have at least 6 days to prepare before his first ever match, managing a game for United against Ipswich Town on the 24th of November. That is next week on Sunday, where they are facing Ipswich Town. So also yesterday Manchester United confirmed the additions regarding the coaches, all the staff, coaching staff that will be joining Ruben Amorim from Sporting CP to Manchester United. Remember, the likes of Rene Hake and Val Ruud van Nistelrooy left the club after the arrival of Ruben Amorim. Amorim decided not to work with Ruud van Nistelrooy because he wants to work with his own staff, and we've seen this. He likes to work with his own staff. When he was at Braga, the manager, then he moved to Sporting CP. Most of his staff, he has worked with them since his days at Braga SC. So it doesn't come as a surprise to me, because I was expecting that to happen. Actually, I was expecting Ruud to leave United, and I think also Ruud was expecting to leave because he didn't. I wasn't sure about his future at Manchester United. So the coaching staff were confirmed yesterday, the 5 new additions that will help Ruben Amorim to bring Manchester United back to where they belong. So the 5 additions for as far as the coaching staff are concerned is Carlos Fernandes. Carlos Fernandes is coming in as the assistant head coach for Ruben Amorim. He has worked with Ruben Amorim since his days at Braga, and now at Old Trafford. They're 29 years old. I think together with him and Amorim, they've done a good job at Sporting CP. Also coming in is Jorge Vital, coming in as a first team goalkeeper coach. Also we have Andelio Cadido coming in as a first team coach. Emmanuel Ferreiro also coming in as a first team coach, and Paulo Barreira. I think Paulo Barreira is familiar with most of teams in the Premier League. Is coming in as the physical performance coach. Remember, Paulo Barreira has worked at Arsenal. He has worked at Liverpool before joining Sporting CP in 2021 under Ruben Amorim, and they've been together for those 4 years. They've done good job. They've won 2 league titles. They've done so good, and this season they left Sporting CP unbeaten after 11 games, winning all the games. So it was a good run for them at Sporting CP, and they hope they will transfer the form from Sporting CP to Old Trafford, and this is why most of Manchester United fans are really excited to have Ruben Amorim as their first team manager. So Amorim, as I said earlier, will have his first training tomorrow officially. He already met some of the players who are not involved in the ongoing international games, and some of them are the like of Kobbie Mainoo, Mason Mount, Leny Yoro, Luke Shaw. These are some of the players that were spotted catching up with Ruben Amorim on Monday after his arrival from Portugal. So there are a lot of high expectation as far as Ruben Amorim is concerned. most fans are believing that Amorim will do a great job at Manchester United following his great record at Sporting CP. They believe that he could transform Manchester United to title contenders in maybe 2-3 years. Remember when Ten Hag was appointed, they had the same feeling that Ten Hag was going to lead them to glory days, but that didn't work out because I think Ten Hag fell out with the players, and that happened. He fell out with Cristiano Ronaldo. He fell out with Jadon Sancho. He fell out with David De Gea, and two of these three players are legends of Manchester United. So I think that is where maybe he lost the dressing room, and since then it has not been going so good for Ten Hag until he was sacked last month. So during his first interview for Manchester United, Amorim was asked about his system, the 4-3-3. He said it is not a system. It is they are going to play a different way. And when he was at Sporting CP, he said that he can't expect Manchester United to play the way Sporting CP plays. He can't expect United to be playing that defensively as Sporting CP were playing. So he's going to try something different, something new as far as Manchester United are concerned. But what I can tell you for sure is that according to him, he said we are going to see something in the first game against Ipswich Town, and he said they are ready to face Ipswich Town. So first game for Manchester United under Ruben Amorim against Ipswich Town is going to be, I think, most to watch, not only by United fans but also by the rivals, because we are going to see how United will play, how they will under Ten Hag. There have been speculation that United doesn't have any system of play. They just go there and do their thing. So there is no formation, no pattern at all as far as United are concerned under Erik Ten Hag. So we are going to see if there's going to be a difference as far as how they are going to play and the pattern and the formation and the system they're going to use against Ipswich Town. It's going to be, is it going to be a different one, or nothing's going to change? So that is one of the things we'll be looking at on next week on Sunday. Also, the formation is gonna use. Remember, at Sporting CP, he's used with the 3-4-3 formation a lot. 3-4-2-1. Those are the formations. Sometimes 4-3-3 the formation he has used, but a lot. Amorim likes to play with the 3 at the back. So we are going to see if that's going to be possible, because as far as Manchester United are concerned, I don't think they've ever played with 3 at the back. They've been playing with 4 at the back, the 4-3-2-1 formation. So it's going to be something new. I think in the next coming 6 days, starting on Monday to still Saturday, they are going to be work done in the training ground at the Carrington to familiarize the players with his system, and find out which players he can go with against Ipswich Town. So it's going to be an audition also for some of the French players, the likes of Mason Mount, trying to impress the manager that they can really be useful in his new system. So Ruben Amorim has come at the point where most of United players that were injured, long-term absentees, returned back from the training pitch. We saw Leny Yoro was back. Tadel Malacia was also back after, I think, almost a year. He was featured against Manchester United under 21 against Huddersfield Town, where he played first 45 minutes. He did well. So Malacia is back. Leny Yoro is back. Luke Shaw was also back immediately after Ten Hag was sacked. After a week, Luke Shaw resurfaced, and he was back at the training ground. Also, I saw Kobbie Mainoo last week when Amorim arrived. So Kobbie Mainoo is also available. Mason Mount is available. But a bit of worrying news for United are concerning 2 of their players, 3 of the defenders, that is the likes of Harry Maguire. I haven't spotted him in the training run at Carrington last week, so that means his case is not that easy, and he might not return earlier. Lisandro Martinez returned to United yesterday after the precaution. not to involve him in Argentina national games. So he returned back to Old Trafford today, and he'll be assessed by the staff at the Carrington to find out if the issue with this back is serious or just a minor. So at the moment, they don't know about Lisandro Martinez, they don't know about Harry Maguire, and also yesterday, Victor Lindelof was subbed off after an injury playing for Sweden. So 3 of the defenders are reportedly out. With the Lindelof, I think his case is yet to be confirmed. Maguire was injured, not yet back in training. Lisandro Martinez, his case is not yet to be confirmed. So let's say if Harry Maguire, Lisandro Martinez, and Lindelof will be absent, I think the only remaining defenders fit will be De Ligt and John Evans, because I don't think Lenioro is fit. He has not played any professional game for Manchester or the official game for Manchester United so far, because he was injured in the preseason friendly against Arsenal back in August, if I'm not wrong. So the only fit defenders available now for Manchester United are Matthijs de Ligt and Johnny Evans. With only those 2 defenders fit, I don't think it's going to be an easy task for Ruben Amorim, trying to come up with his or drafting his first 11 to face Ipswich Town. But I think with the availability of Thierry Malacia, and also they have Dalot and Mazraoui, so I think either of Mazraoui or Malacia, one can play as a center back. So maybe he can go with Matthijs de Ligt, Johnny Evans, and Mazraoui as the 3 defenders, and go with Malacia on the left as a left wing back and Dalot as a right wing back, and that would be it, because I don't think we'll risk Lenioro as and also maybe if Lisandro Martinez will be fit, maybe he won't risk him. So I don't see them starting against Ipswich Town. So we wait and see who will train starting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday till Saturday, and maybe hear from him on a Friday. The pre-match pre-conference, hear from him and know which players will be available and which players are not going to be available, and which players are out for the game against Ipswich Town. So that's it from us, guys. This week, as far as Manchester United are concerned, it's all about Ruben Amorim. I remember the Premier League will be back next weekend, the La Liga, the Serie A, and also all the leagues will be back starting on Friday, because the international games, I think, are going to be done with by Wednesday, and the players will start returning to their respective clubs as far as early as tomorrow, because teams like England are playing today, and that's it until now March. So players will start returning to their clubs as early as tomorrow. So to prepare for next week, because Premier League is coming, La Liga is coming, Serie A, La Liga, Ligue 1, Bundesliga, Scottish Premier League, Eredivisie, all those leagues. So all I can say is that I wish Ruben Amorim the best as he starts his new job at Manchester United. Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.